The weather just plain sucked, but that was okay with Drake Carson. In his opinion, rain was better than snow any day of the week, and as for sleet, well, that was wicked, especially in the wide-open spaces, coming at a person in stinging blasts like a barrage of buckshot. Yep, give him a slow, gentle rainfall every time, the kind that generally meant spring was in the works. Anyhow, he could stand to get a little wet. Here in Wyoming, this close to the mountains, the month of May might bring sunshine and pastures blanketed with wildflowers, or a freak blizzard, wild enough to bury cattle and people alike. Raising his coat collar around his ears, he nudged his horse into motion with his heels. Starburst obeyed, although he seemed hesitant about it, unusually jumpy, in fact. And when that happened, Drake paid attention. Horses were prey animals, and as such, their instincts and senses were fine-tuned to their surroundings in ways a human being couldn't equal. Something was going on, that was for sure. For nearly a year now, they'd been coming up short, Drake and his crew, when they tallied the livestock. Some losses were inevitable, of course, but too many calves, along with the occasional steer or heifer, had gone missing over the past 12 months. Sometimes they found a carcass, other times not. Like all ranchers, Drake took every decrease in the herd seriously, and he wanted reasons. The Carson spread was big, and while Drake couldn't keep an eye on the whole place at once, he sure as hell tried. "Stay with me," he told his dogs, Harold and Violet, a pair of German shepherds from the same litter, and two of the best friends he'd ever had. Then, tightening the rein slightly, in case Starburst took a notion to bolt, instead of skittering and sidestepping like he was doing now, Drake looked around, squinting against the downpour. Whatever he'd expected to see, a grizzly or a wildcat, or even a band of modern-day rustlers, he hadn't expected to lay eyes on a lone female. She was just up ahead, crouched behind a small tree and clearly drenched, despite the dark rain slicker covering her slender form.